We're live. Everybody, welcome. This is a discussion about Amir Khan, Eddie Hearn, and Kell Brook, and everything that's going on today via Twitter.
Twitter war.
Oh yeah. I have my friend, co-host. Check out his YouTube, Shady Slim.
Yo, what up?
Today, I was shocked. Let it be known, this is the day that Amir Khan exposed Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Kell Brook, and Timothy Bradley, all in a couple sentences of how they ducked him for years and used his name to build fights. And the reason why I jumped to this is because, you know, in my life, and the things that I've done, people know I play games. They use my name to get views. And these guys are abusing Amir Khan's name. I swear to you, this guy sold the Maidana fights off Amir Khan's name. You know, Floyd Mayweather just used Amir Khan's name. Pacquiao used Amir Khan's name. You know, everybody was using. I'm so shocked today to read what I read and to believe it. Like it was like he was preaching the truth. Like it's the you know what I'm trying to say, Shady. Go on, let him have that heat.
You ever seen the movie Friday?
Yeah.
You know, and Chris Tucker say, when Debo leave, I got mind control over Debo. But when he leave, I be talking again. That's the same thing as Kell Brook. He fights Kevin Bezier. Once he gets the fight official, now he's talking again. He's like, when Amir Khan leave, oh yeah, I be talking again. Now he's talking that big and bad bullshit. Nah.
Oh man.
He ain't trying to make no fight. He want, like you said, he's trying to piggyback off another man's name. You hit the nail on the head, man.
Oh, that's what they're doing to this man. That's what I believe is wrong because that's what they're doing to him. You know, I believe that it's absolutely wrong to do that because you haven't earned it. You know, Kell Brook hasn't really fought anybody. You know, honestly, he hasn't. He really hasn't fought anybody. I only see Sean Porter. That's the only name I see. So what I did is I went to watch the Sean Porter fight. And I watched it over and over again. And I got to tell you this. That referee needs to be investigated. There was too much holding in that fight. That's the reason why he beat he beat Porter because he wasn't fighting Porter, he was holding Porter. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me, you know, one day hopefully that rematch happens, but we all know that Brook is gonna duck Porter like Garcia ducked Khan. You know, it's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is. These guys are ducking Amir Khan like crazy. Danny Garcia ducking. Everybody's ducking. Everybody's ducking.
Garcia came out today. Somebody sent me a link from Sky Sports saying he may vacate the title if he wins. That's how much fear he got. He may just vacate and give the belt to Amir Khan because WBC said he has to fight by June 1st. He got to fight Khan, so he may just vacate.
You know what? What you expect from Danny Garcia? It's not. Garcia doesn't make a decision. He just fights. It's Angel knows what's happening to his son in that day.
Yeah, it's more his dad, man. His dad is trying to block that fight. His dad don't want that fight. I think Danny wants it. His dad don't want it.
Oh, his dad knows better. His dad knows that coaching and training for that fight. Because when you fight Khan, right, you have to either think of two plans. There's a blueprint to beat him, right? But are you gonna get that lucky? Are you gonna be able to get that close? Because you know when you fight Khan, he's so fast, he's so dangerous, and that's what it's hard to coach or train for that style because that style is speed and power and good footwork and length. You know, so it's very hard to train for that style. And Angel knew that when he threw his son in there, that it wasn't a 50-50 chance. It was luck. Like as we all can, you know, rewind and play, it was a close-eyed shot. You know what I'm saying? His eyes.
Plus for Virgil Hunt, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game. Khan is gonna come in at 147, the full 147. He's gonna come in there huge. He's gonna tie Danny Garcia ass up. He's gonna manhandle Garcia. It's gonna be a whole different game plan, whole different ball game this time around. He's gonna fight really smart. He gonna see that lucky shot.
Until today, right? Now, before, like I said, I would always defend Khan when it came time to defend him, and when it came time to say, oh yeah, he's wrong, all right. But until today, I realized that how afraid they are. When they talk trash about wanting to fight Khan, no, it's not true. Because I seen Floyd be afraid, just like he was afraid of Margarito, quick hands, height, reach. He was afraid because of the reach with Margarito. I seen Pacquiao say, to me, I thought Pacquiao would have fought Khan. Now, if you're looking for money, after fighting a fight like Floyd Mayweather, right, and you're looking for money, you know what I'm saying? I understand you're looking for the belt and stuff like that, but he's still ranked. Isn't he like interim WBC champion, something like that? He has a interim champion. Couldn't Pacquiao get that somehow? You know what I mean?
Yeah, WBC silver.
Silver, yeah. Couldn't Pacquiao get that WBC silver? I believe if he fought Khan, right? That would have probably been on the line, right? Khan and Pacquiao somehow, some way didn't happen. That could have even been a 9-figure deal there. You know what I'm saying? That could have happened. It could have been close to that because the hype building up to that. And look at Wembley. Wembley would have been a perfect place for that, but that didn't happen. Now we got Brook. Brook. I don't call him Kell Brook. I call him Kell Shook because he shook.
Yeah, he shook.
He shook. All right, I see it. I see it. He shook out of his mind. All right, he shook.
That's why he asking for 50-50 and 60-40. He knows he's not gonna get no 50-50 and 60-40.
Man, he's not getting that. What did he make against his last opponent? Nothing. Chump change. Sure.
$3 million, 2.5. That'd be the biggest payday of his career.
Biggest payday of his career. I heard Anthony Joshua makes more than Kell Brook. Sure. Get out of here, man. You know, Kell Brook is a funny guy fighting these bums and thinking he deserves credit for it. No, you do not deserve credit for it. Hopefully they retweet this 1,000 times. You do not deserve credit for bums. You just don't. I understand, like these guys, they're athletes, they're gladiators, they're warriors. They work hard at what they do, and they don't deserve to be talked down like I'm doing right now. But when you compare a Jojo Dan, you know what I'm saying, or Frankie Gavin to an Amir Khan, it's uncomparable.
We got to call them what they are. They bums.
You know,
highway bums.
These guys fight, but they don't fight. They fight for the money, and they fight for, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe to take care of their families, but they don't fight for, like, the world. You know what I'm saying? They're not world. You know, some people, they fight for the world. You know what I'm saying? They fight so they can be recognized in the world. So, you know, some of the guys just fight. You know, I need some money. I need to, you know, keep in shape. Whatever. You know, they're not as passionate as these other fighters. You know, you're fighting these guys who are not passionate fighters. You're gonna fight. What's it, guy Brazier that got beat by Gavin twice, right? Kevin Bezier, right? So you're fighting. You want to fight Kevin Bezier, and then asking for Amir Khan. You know, you didn't fight Diego Chavez. I mean, at least if he had beat Diego Chavez, I would have been like, oh, maybe it's Khan ducking.
He pulled out of that. He pulled out of Diego Chavez fight with a back injury. Said he hurt his back. Now it so happened that his back had magically healed up. He ain't got no more back. He ain't got no more back problems. Now that he's fighting Kevin Bezier.
And then
Very suspicious.
Brandon Rios. Same thing with Brandon Rios. What's up with that?
Yeah, he bitched about the gloves against Brandon Rios. He wanted to be a diva. He wanted to pick Brandon Rios' gloves. So Brandon Rios pulled out of the fight.
He worried about them body shots. You know, Brandon, bam, 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 drop them body shots. You know.
Then they were saying, what was the other topic? And they said Pacquiao said that Al Heyman stopped the fight. The middleman.
I doubt it.
The Khan said y'all said it was HBO. Now y'all said it was it could have been Top Rank because of the Cold War. Because of that Cold War, it's hard to make fights with Heyman people.
Man,
Top Rank people.
Money brings peace. I don't want to. Every time I hear the Cold War, I'm like, Cold War. But you know what? The right numbers put any war to peace. Any war to peace for a little bit, just for terms. You know what I'm saying? I believe that it came down to the way Timothy Bradley did it. You know what I mean? It just came down to those guys being afraid of fighting a person with the height of Amir Khan and the speed of Amir Khan. You have to remember, he's a former pupil of Freddie Roach, so he has great offense. Now he's with Virgil Hunter, which always says, just give me a tall, lanky guy, and I'll show you what I could do with him. You know what I'm saying? And now he's with Virgil Hunter, teaching him a little bit of defense. So we got a mixture of this offensive trainer slash coach that he had before, and now with this little defensive slash offensive, you can see based on Berto and R.J. Ward, you can see that they have defense and offense. And Amir Khan, as you can see now, as another one of his prime fighters, has defense and offense. these guys with these combinations of defense and offense become very effective fighters. It depends on who's holding the controller. Right now with Virgil Hunter, and I have my negative things I do say about Virgil Hunter, but with Virgil Hunter holding the remote control to Amir Khan, a lot of people are afraid of what can happen. And I know for a fact that Angel Garcia does not sleep at night every time. If you say Amir Khan on that day, say for example, you don't hear the word Amir Khan, he goes to sleep. But if you say Amir Khan that day in front of Angel Garcia, he will not sleep that night.
Nah, he ain't gonna sleep. Because their biggest selling points is that Amir Khan can't take a big shot. See, they know they gotta land that big shot. That's about the only hope and chance credit they got. They want to get him, bait him in the slugging it out with him.
No, not with Virgil Hunter.
Talk that overconfident stuff so he can go in there and test his chin, hoping that they can land a big shot. But Virgil gonna keep him. He gonna keep him fighting smart, sticking to the game plan. He's not coming in there reckless. Freddie Roach wasn't teaching no kind of defense. He just had them guys going there reckless. That's how he got caught with that left hook.
Yeah. But that left hook though, let's be honest. See, we could say what we want to say about Freddie, right? And Freddie says it himself. I teach great offense. I got a little defense. Freddie teaches a little defense. But what is we all seen the shot, eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? Bang. That you can't blame Freddie for that. You know what I mean? That is one of those.
Yeah, he got a good punch in. Ain't nothing much you could do about that.
And I like the Garcia kid. I like the Garcia kid. I feel like even though I said that he's gonna win, right? I said that he's gonna beat Guerrero. I still feel like Guerrero can pop that cherry and make him bleed like a virgin. I really feel Guerrero can do that.
I'm pulling for Garcia though. I'm pulling for him to win. If he wins, that'll make that Khan fight even bigger. So I'm pulling for him tomorrow.
Oh, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to find a way, because for some reason this guy Garcia could take a punch. I seen it with Peterson. I seen in a couple fights he could take a punch. So that's the thing that a lot of people underestimate about him that I actually know about him. Watching all his fights, Matisse, Herrera, you can see in a couple fights he took some punches and he took them, and that's the secret of Garcia that nobody ever realizes, and that's the secret to his abilities. He could take a punch because Khan was wrecking him and he was still standing. Amir Khan was wrecking. Yeah, he got a.
Yeah. He was taking some heavy shots. His eye, he done got his eye cut. He stayed in there long enough to get that good shot in.
But I know you got to get going. I don't want to hold you up too long. Thanks for joining me in on this. If you want to continue, we continue. I see we got a couple viewers. But Shady gotta go. Some Shady gotta go.
You probably give him about 5 more minutes.
Okay, good.
I'll go work out. Man, I see the Amir Khan haters, man. They panicking, man, because they know that Khan got that mandatory, so they've been panicking. But they gotta know these Khan fans, they gonna be on him like flies is the shit. We're gonna be on him when we see him hating.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is just the proof. What happened here, right, is that he just pulled out. He knows what cards they have in their hand, right? It's like the magician or those guys in the street say, hey, what do I have in my hand? What do I have in my hand? And what card do I have? Or what card is it? Those little tricks that they do. I can't explain it. And Khan just got them all right.
Yeah, they see we holding them cards right now. Exactly. See, we holding all the cards. Garcia can't run no more because we got that mandatory. Kell Brook want that fight. So we holding all the cards to the big fights. And it's got them haters. They panicking, man. They panicking right now. They see what's about to happen. I can see the future a mile away. And they can also see it. That's why they panicking.
Oh,
WBC is mandatory, so they know we're going to get that strap. The IBF, Brook wants to fight, as long as he keep it. It's a possibility. We might be unified within 2 years. It's a great possibility that might happen. I don't know about the WBO title now. That's going to be a tough one to get. But that WBA, IBF, and WBC is all within our grasp. Now the WBO, that's gonna be tough. I don't know about that one.
All I know, Thurman and Porter have been screaming at Khan, so we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because they both been screaming at Khan, and Khan has just been. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Whoever wins between Thurman and Porter will fight Khan, and after Khan, I'm hoping Khan defeats Garcia because I don't like the eyes closed. I mean, if Garcia is gonna beat Khan, he has to beat him with his eyes open, not with his eyes closed. That was just nonsense. That was just nonsense, man. I can't accept that. I'm sorry.
Definitely, they going to the fight tomorrow. It's a reason why they going to that fight. They're gonna scout Garcia, and they're gonna come up with a game plan. Garcia be lucky if he win one round. Mark my words. There's January the 22nd. Garcia will be lucky if he wins one round against Amir Khan. When you see the game plan that they come up with, it's gonna shock you guys. See that they're already going to scout him tomorrow. They're already in LA. They already flew there. They scouting Danny Garcia.
We got people talking in the chat. They're saying Garcia is scared if he vacates. Oh man.
Yeah, I seen the link today from Sky Sports. It said he may vacate. That the dad don't want the rematch.
He will vacate. He will. What you know? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said I don't want the belt that way, but hey, if he vacates, we'll take it any way we can get it. But I don't want it that way.
Oh, I understand. You're a hardcore Khan fan, and I like Khan. And if I'm gonna tell you this right now, if Garcia vacates, I want Khan to get it that way. You know why? That goes to prove to the world. Like me, I'm nonstop. Oh, lucky boy, lucky shot, one shot, cherry pop. Like I'm gonna be clowning him. Like I'm gonna be clowning him all day, every day. You'll see it nonstop. You know why? Because I knew he would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Take a lot of heat if you do.
Oh, I'm telling you, I knew he would do that because he knows he got lucky. And like I said, I like Garcia, but that one fight, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't care about the Herrera fight. I don't care about the Peterson fight. I don't care about none of those fights. But that eyes closed shit, you gotta show me something better than that, man.
Gotta come better than that.
Yeah, you gotta come better than that. For the real boxing fans, we know the deal. You gotta come better than that, man. Come on, man. Come on.
So I'm about to try to get a little running in.
You do your thing, man.
We got the link back up. Oh yeah, the fight's tomorrow, so we'll see what happens in the fights tomorrow, and we'll discuss that probably next week. See what's going with these fights. They got some good fights tomorrow.
Yeah, I like all the fights tomorrow. I even like the Brazil and Amir Mansour. I like that fight, man. That fight's gonna be to me, that fight's gonna steal the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. Good heavyweight bout. Then you got the Vasquez bout. That's another underrated bout.
Well, Aaron Martinez, right, is a beast. He showed it when he fought Alexander. He showed it when he fought Guerrero. In boxing, where you don't have that major amateur pedigree, you learn as you fight as a pro. And Martinez learned as he fought as a pro. And he developed his style by taking a piece of different people's styles. Or if someone has a loss already on their record, he'll take from that person's blueprint. However, this guy right here is an undefeated young fighter, and I believe Martinez will give him a lot of trouble, but in the end, the youth will overcome in the later rounds, and that'll be the problem. And I hate to say it. That's why I didn't make a prediction video, because I like the guy. So I didn't want to make a prediction video saying that he's going to lose, because if he did so hard, he did a lot of work, and he beat Alexander, and he fought against Guerrero. But this speed, this is what they do in boxing. The promoters, when they do this, if they have somebody young and somebody who's grinding, who's hungry but getting old, and they want them to finish each other, they put him in the ring, and that's what
Put him in the ring with him. Yeah. Sacrifice him. I don't know either, because I ain't make a prediction either for that fight, man. So I'm with you on that one. I have no idea what's gonna happen with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a sacrifice one or the other. It's gonna go 11 rounds. It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be bloody, and I feel for that young boy, because he's gonna be in there with a guy who doesn't want to go down, and when he goes down, he's not gonna want to stay down. So it's gonna be a real rough, brutal fight.
Bloodbath.
Yeah, bloodbath for sure. For sure. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everybody.
All right, man. So I'm gonna catch you next week. Take care, man.
All right, take care, man. Shady's gonna leave for a while. Shady's gonna leave, and I'm going to continue for a little bit, and I'm going to log off. Thanks for coming, guys. And Shady, thanks for coming. Check out his YouTube, Shady Slim. He does a lot of boxing videos, does some UFC videos. It was a great channel. Whenever I'm like missing something, I go and I check out his channel. He always has new content up there, everything, all the time, you know. And don't worry, Newton. I'm gonna get a Brazil guy. You're gonna be my Brazil guy, you know. And this is it was a great honor to have him here. Great honor to have him here. Check out his YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe to his YouTube. We're talking about, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the Twitter beef, the Twitter war that was going between Eddie Hearns, Amir Khan, and Kell Brook. And in this Twitter war, as you guys can see, is that Amir Khan states that he got let down 3 times by Floyd, and then Pacquiao, okay? And then he had a couple chances to fight Brook, which didn't happen. And then Garcia, and that basically he's being forced, Garcia is being forced to fight him, or if Garcia wins, he's going to be forced to fight him. And we're already hearing rumors before Garcia beats or doesn't beat Guerrero that if Garcia wins, he's going to vacate the title instead of fight Amir Khan. Alexander called the fight a couple times, right? Bradley ducked Amir Khan, right? And it's so funny because when it comes to Amir Khan, those guys actually ducked him, and there's proof of Amir Khan showing that he was being ducked. Now, when it comes down to Kell Brook, on the other hand, is always talking about these fights that he's going to have, and he always comes up with some injury or something happens against Diego Chavez, against Bradley, against Brandon Rios. He wants Brandon Rios to use some gloves, and we all know Amir Khan. So, make a long story short, what I did today is I did a lot more investigation, and I look to see if I could try to put the pieces to the puzzle together and figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying, okay? And the way I see it is this, is that Amir Khan is right, okay? And why do I say he's right? Is because that, guys like Jojo Dan, Gavin, Bizier are not high caliber fighters, and one of the fighters that he fought, that's the highest caliber fighter that Kell Brook fought, is Sean Showtime Porter, which he illegally held excessively for 12 rounds. And it was unbelievable because I had to watch the fight over and over again because that's the only name that stands out on his record. Okay? But Amir Khan has many names that stand on his record, and some people like to talk about Collazo on his record, like, well, who's Collazo? Collazo almost defeated Keith Thurman, if you guys remember that. So Collazo was a beast. Collazo went the distance with Ricky Hatton, So make a long story short, is that the caliber of fighters that Amir Khan has fought, he deserves 80% of the pocket, 80% of the purse, compared to the caliber of fighters that Kell Brook fight. I understand Kell Brook is the IBF champion, but like Floyd Mayweather said, and many other people said, that a belt does not define who you are, define your value, okay? Amir Khan, by far, is a much more high caliber profile fighter compared to Kell Brook. To finish what I'm saying is this. Kell Brook wants 60-40. Okay? Eddie Hearn wants 60-40 because they already know how big the pocket's going to be, how much it's going to sell, pay-per-view. They already know what commercial's going to go on, pay-per-view. They already know everything that's going to happen, how much they're going to make. It's easy. Win or lose, Kell Brook, 60-40 is a lot of money for Kell Brook. Because Kell Brook it hasn't cost Kell Brook any money to climb up the rankings. The guys that he's fighting, the low caliber guys that he's fighting just to gain rank, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's the fighters such as like Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Bradley, fighters who are using Amir Khan's name to build fights is ridiculous. And the reason why I added this into the Kell Brook thing, because Kell Brook is using Amir Khan's name to build all these fights with all these bums, all right? With these bums, these BUMSs, all right? Bums. And I understand some people don't want to call these fighters bums, and it kind of does bother me calling bums. However, become more passionate about your craft and better yourself in your boxing skills. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna lose, okay, if you lost by decision, I probably wouldn't call you a bum. But if you're losing by KO, I'm gonna call you a bum. You know. But people can get KO'd. However, let me make sure I know what I'm saying here. And I want to say it rude. I don't want to be rude. I'm trying not to be rude. Kell, Brook, you do not deserve 40% of the pot. Okay. Honestly, when Canelo said to Triple G that if I deserve 90% and you deserve 10%, I agreed with that. It's like, oh, you little bum, you bastard, why would you agree with that little fucker? Why? Well, the reason why I agreed that Canelo deserved 90% and Triple G deserved 10% because there's a lot of fights in Mexico, a lot of fights on Canelo's record that don't count, that you guys don't know about. Canelo is really like 92-1, you know, but he's like 40-something and 1. But if you count all Canelo's fights on that, some fights are not even counted on Canelo's record. Okay, so Canelo has fights on his record that's not accounted for. Okay, so it's really like 90-1. I just want to say that again. So when he says to Triple G that I deserve 90%, I agree with him. Okay, because those fights didn't have headgear on. I understand Triple G has an amazing amateur record. Go ahead, that's great. But you fought that with headgear, right? So when Kell Brook is asking for 40%, he doesn't deserve it. However, Amir Khan does deserve his 80% that he's asking for. That his lawyer stated that obviously Eddie Hearn doesn't want to agree with, because we all know this would be Kell Brook's biggest payday against Amir Khan. Hands down, be his biggest payday. I agree with Amir Khan going to fight, staying away from these guys who are bums, and making sure that he fights the big fights. Because only the big fights are remembered. As you guys can see on my YouTube and the games that I play, I always upload the big fights that I win, because those are the ones that are remembered. Fighting those dual names, that's cool and all. I have a whole bunch of those videos too. But that's not really remembered. Boxing is not a video game, like Deontay Wilder said. Some people play boxing. Some people really do boxing. Kell Brook just plays boxing, okay? Amir Khan really does box. Under the apprenticeship, or under the leadership of Virgil Hunter, Amir Khan is a dangerous fighter. Alright? He's a dangerous fighter. And with his hands and his speed, and I'm going to let you guys know this before I end this video, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. used Amir Khan's name to build his fight and ducked Amir Khan. Manny Pacquiao recently used Amir Khan and Adrian Bronner's name to build this fight and ducked Amir Khan. Kell Brook, his whole freaking career, has used Amir Khan's name and find many different ways to duck Amir Khan. And I'm going to let you know this right now. If Kell Brook really wanted Amir Khan, if he really wanted Amir Khan, he would have already signed a contract. Sean Porter wants Keith Thurman. Sean Porter has been signed that contract ready for Keith Thurman. We know that. Okay. Kell Brook, promoter, Eddie Hearn, gets along very well with Al Heyman. There's no coalition, there's no warfare going on between Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn. Okay. This is an easy sign and finish. And believe me, if Eddie Hearns really wants that fight with Amir Khan, they know what to do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, it's UFC, MMA, boxing, WWE. Let me know in the comments below if you believe that Kell Brook deserves 40% and Amir Khan deserves 60%. I see it as Amir Khan deserves 80%, Kell Brook deserves 20% due to the fact of the caliber of fighters that Kell Brook is fighting after winning the title. Yes, I agree with you, Zargon. Porter and Thurman seem to are the only ones looking for a challenge, and that's what I like about those two fighters. Win or lose, I'm always gonna watch them. You know, Amir Khan, I'm gonna watch Amir Khan because I've seen Amir Khan do some greatness in his fights, and I see him do a lot of great things. I've tried to fight a lot of people, okay, and so I'm gonna watch Amir Khan. But Kell Brook has only one good fight on his record, okay. What some guys like to talk trash about Amir Khan fighting Collazo. Do you guys know Collazo almost defeated Ricky Hatton? Nobody knows that, right? Check your boxing history before you guys judge anybody. Collazo held the title. What title did Gavin Brazier or Jojo Dan hold? Huh? What major world title did they hold? Devin Alexander is a champion. Amir Khan beat him. Amir Khan beat some great fighters. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing him and Kell Brook fight. I'm looking forward to seeing him and Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia, like I said, is a good fighter. If he beats the Ghost, I'll say he's a good fighter. I'll continue to say he's a good fighter. If he beats Amir Khan the second time around, I will say he's a great fighter. I'll say he's a great fighter. But until then, the guys in division for welterweight division right now is definitely Keith one-time Thurman, Sean Showtime Porter, and Amir King Khan. Those guys are the three kings of the welterweight division. And the funny thing about it, two of those guys don't even have a title. Do you see how great they are? They don't need a belt to define them. And that's what Floyd Mayweather meant by it. And even though he was stripped, I like the fact that he was stripped, but that's what he meant by it. They don't need a belt to define them. They could be greater than those belts. Sean Showtime Porter is greater than the IBF title that Kell Brook's holding. Keith Thurman is bigger than that WBA title. And Amir Khan is absolutely bigger than that WBC title. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Until next time.